We're back. It's been quite a delay, and we've missed you. We've missed you dearly from the bottom of our hearts, but we are back, ready to give you the locks. So what up, bro? It's TP3. We're back. The weekly win streak is here. T, I missed you, brother. How are you?
Miss you too, man. We've been good, man. Been on the road, traveling. I was down in Tampa for the weekend, so I was down there. Had a wedding, and then I was just at the casino being a degenerate. Was gambling on football. You know how we do, man. Just down there having a fucking weekend. Me and Hobby went to and one of my homies went to the Buccaneers game. So we had a great weekend down there in Tampa overall, but nothing too crazy, bro. What about you? What have you been up to?
Same shit. Trying to get as much golf in as I can before it gets way too cold, which it's gotten there. But I'm gonna try to go golfing tomorrow, dude. It's only gonna be 52 degrees. It's not ideal, but we're living it. We're loving it. We're hot. We've both been absolutely smoking the sports books. I don't know if you guys have seen over on SoBet. If you're not subscribed, you need to get the fuck over there. But T Pizzle and What Up Bro are both in the top 3 in the last 30 days. Both over 20 plus units in the last 30 days. So this is the hottest talk show with the hottest cappers. It's time to lock in.
I'm 100% with you, man. We're on fire, dude. Somebody just replied on Twitter to this tweet I retweeted, so I got distracted. He said these motherfuckers are actually trash, so I hope it hits. I don't know if he's talking about Villanova or St. Joe's. To be honest with you, I don't know too much about college basketball, so we will talk about some of that. We've been absolutely steaming hot. I mean, I had an 8-day win streak. Unfortunately, I did kind of get my dick kicked in on Saturday and Sunday, but we had been so hot that it really didn't even matter. And then we just got on another freaking heater yesterday. And if I had done Donovan Mitchell over points instead of taking the over in that game, I felt like the over might have been a little too obvious. And, up until like that final 5 minutes where those teams just forgot how to play basketball, it looked like the over was going to absolutely just bang and be free money in that game. So, I don't even think it was that bad of a call. But yeah, dude, I had so much FOMO there because Donovan Mitchell was at 24.5 points and I was looking and I was like, his games are still like up and down. Is this going to hit? And then, of course, he hit it easily. I don't know if Mobley went over or not, too, but I was looking at Mobley to go over as well. So, ended up being a game played out exactly how I thought it would. Unfortunately, just didn't get the right result, but still, though, I'm never going to cry about going 5-1 on a slate. We'll never cry about that. Bro, how are you feeling about your Cavs, man? 12-0.
Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you I was wrong. I was wrong about this team. It takes a true man to admit a mistake. Made a mistake. But wow. I never thought I'd see these 4 guys as the core actually be playing good basketball. It just goes to show you, no matter what level of basketball you play at, if you just keep moving, run a fucking motion offense and don't stand around and play iso ball. Like if you actually have an offensive game plan, you keep the ball movement up and you play defense, you're going to be successful. And that's what they're doing. And I love to see it. I don't think anyone expected this type of start. And honestly, it puts a little added pressure on us that I don't think is needed. But I love it. We got to be a trade destination. We got to get one more star, baby. What do you think, T? What do you think about my Cavs?
So, I don't know if you ever read what I say sometimes, but I always say teams have a math problem. Well, the Cavs figured out the math problem they had. They figured out how to hit three-pointers. They're the best three-point shooting team in the league right now. To be honest with you, want to do a personal TP3 for the Hawks-Celtics game? Absolutely not, bro. We don't have Trae Young. We don't have DeAndre Hunter. We're going to get wiped in this game tonight. There is no chance I'm putting a penny on the Hawks tonight. I'm sorry, Travis. Sorry, bro, but there's just no way we have a chance in this game. We might lose by like 50 points. There's a reason why the line's 15 points in this game. But anyway, I think I hate to say this, bro. You're probably gonna hate me for saying this, but the Cavs feel like those Hawks teams that get first place and then they get to the playoffs and then they get to the conference finals and they play the Cavs. In this case, they play the Celtics and they get swept. So that's how I feel about your Cavs. I feel like they can make it that far. And we got the boys in here. We got Sharp Dimes in the house today. Yes, sir. Let's go, guys. Y'all need to hit that follow on Sharp Dimes, man. Sharp Dimes been out here slaying the books lately. College basketball, NBA, all that stuff, man. NFL, I think he hit for like 8 units on the under in Sunday Night Football. So Sharp Dime's been smacking them. But yeah, that's how I feel about your Cavs, though. Anyway, bro, how do you looked at any football coming weekend?
No, I haven't. I've been hyper focusing on this AI analyzer and trying to tune everything in and just trying to take it day by day. I think I will start looking at, NFL tomorrow for Thursday. And then I'll look at college football Thursday. And then I'll just kind of continue on that path.
Okay.
But no, I haven't yet. Have you?
AI analyzer. Tell us more about this AI analyzer. Whatever you can tell us about the AI analyzer.
Yeah. So my buddy, he built a video game using AI programming and pulling different, I don't even know, scripts. He was saying pulling different, I don't know. He pulls a whole bunch of different shit from all over the place from already made games. Like he pulled a lot of his map theming from Roller Coaster Tycoon free play gameplay downloads and ran the script. He does all this shit, right? So he's like, dude, I wonder if I could run an AI to pull stats from different sites and different projections from different sites and then just simulate it and give us a projected outcome. And bro, we just been working together and making some shit happen, and we're absolutely crushing props. And it's just, dude, I literally just search for the date, and it'll give me projections, all the top rated projections, everything right there. I'm telling you what, it's pretty neat. I don't know. Listen, we might have just got off to a hot start. We're 22-9 on our AI analyzer projections. So love it.
Interesting. I like where this is headed, bro. I really like that. That's fucking awesome, honestly. Hell yeah. So that's pretty sick. So we definitely got to know about the AI here a little later on. That's cool to hear about. Yeah, honestly, I looked at college football yesterday, and it's another slate that I really don't like that much. So we'll see how much I end up doing with it. College football has been very weird this year. Honestly, can't wait for the season to be over soon enough. Can't end soon enough, in my opinion, with how the season's gone so far. But yeah, we're loving NBA right now, man. We've been destroying the books on NBA props, and we're trying to keep doing that. Last week, we hit our first max play of the season on DeMar DeRozan over points. I don't have a max play tonight, but I definitely have some pretty solid plays for us tonight in the NBA. Before we get to the NBA, man, we got a lot going on in college. Tonight, we got college basketball back. To be honest with y'all, I haven't played a single game in college basketball. I don't really know much about college basketball right now. Bro, those got us covered. Bro, first, before we get into this, we got 2 games going on in my backyard. My homie was trying to get me to go to the game, but dude, I've just been I literally just got back in town. I'm about to go back out of town again tomorrow. I just really got to get my shit together right now. So I don't really have time to go to a college basketball game tonight. But we got Michigan State taking on Kansas in this game tonight. As we sit right now, damn, I didn't even know that Villanova game already started. Kansas, number 1 in the nation, 2-0 versus 2-0 Michigan State. Spread on this game, 6.5. The total is 150. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, and I'm happy to break down college hoops with you, man. This is a very rare opportunity where TP3 doesn't have me completely outpaced in knowledge and dude, TP3 is the savant. So it's just, wow, this is it's a rare situation. But listen, I think Kansas is grossly undervalued, and that's why you see the line growing. It was at 5.5, and it's going up now to 6. It's already up to, you said 6.5? I got it at 6 this morning. Yeah. I like Kansas. I think they're not getting enough love. This team is good. They're very solid all around. And the other thing that I have to say, T, you played basketball, so you know this. It is so hard to go into halftime beating the absolute dog shit out of somebody and knowing you have to go out there for another half and just run around and get the second half over with. That's exactly what happened with Kansas, North Carolina. When Kansas was engaged, when Kansas was playing ball, they fucking blew them out. They were winning by 20 points or some shit like this. Guys, Michigan State doesn't have the star power, to hang with Kansas. The only way I would ever take Michigan State is if you can take advantage of their home court, which this is a neutral site, so you cannot. I like Kansas, -6. And I also like the under in this game. It's not an official play, but I like under 150.5. That's where the line was this morning. I don't know what it is now, but I think we see 2 teams slow down the tempo, and Michigan State's only chance to win this game is to do just that. Muck this up, slow down the tempo, get quality possessions, and try to keep Kansas not only off the glass, but keep their fast break points in check, because they fucking crushed North Carolina in the first half and fast break points and quick set opportunities, which is like kind of like that secondary fast break. It's not a formal like set play, but it's a very quick, maybe a ball side screen and roll or a ball offside or a ball screen. So yeah. Really like Kansas. You didn't look at it at all, T? Not at all. I haven't even taken a glimpse.
No, I haven't laid eyes on these teams playing yet. I knew these two teams were matched up against each other today. I knew about the Champions Classic since it's going on in my backyard, but honestly, man, I just know nothing about these teams. I'm going to be very cautious with college basketball moving forward for now. I will definitely jump in at some point in time, but yeah, I just saw this line and I was like, why is the number one team in the nation only -6.5 tonight here? So that was kind of my thought process here was that, but I don't know. We'll see. I probably have taken Kansas too. I don't know much about these teams. To be honest with you, what about the second game here at this Duke and Kentucky game? I believe. Let me see what the number is on this game right now. As we sit right now, the number in this game is 5.5 in favor of Duke. The total is at 59.5. What do you think about that one?
It just makes me happy because it means potentially that I'm on the sharp side of things here. We took Kentucky earlier today, +6.5. Line's moving. Love it. Guys, here, it's the weirdest fucking thing. Have you ever seen Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan, T? You never seen Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan, like way back in the day?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, she keeps flip-flopping like life's. I literally feel like Kentucky and Duke did a Freaky Friday on us. Kentucky was always the Calipari one-and-done guys, getting freshmen in there, churning them to the NBA, and that's it. And then Duke, with Coach K, wanted to build a program, wanted veterans, wanted those seniors and juniors and guys with experience, and really wanted the guys that wanted to work as a team, not a me. It's done a complete switch. Now we have Duke with Cooper Flagg. We got a couple of other freshmen here. We're looking at this Nepal guy, Maluka, who's their big, he's really tall, 7-foot center, also a freshman. They only have 3 upperclassmen that saw more than 15 minutes in their first 2 games, okay? Or that are rather averaging more than 15 minutes in their first 2 games. Yeah. You look at Kentucky, they got the transfer point guard from Dayton, Brea. They got Otega Owa from Oklahoma, junior. They got a senior, Amari Williams from Drexler, 7-foot center, beast. Jackson Robinson, senior from BYU. Lamont Butler. Guys, you remember Lamont Butler. This dude was locking motherfuckers down. The best defensive player in all of college basketball. How the hell did they let that happen? I'm telling you, Kentucky's going to come out here and dog walk Duke. I think Kentucky wins, maybe by double digits. I'm taking Kentucky plus the points. I'm taking Kentucky money line. Duke is going to see what happens when a bunch of kids play against a bunch of upperclassmen that are just going to bully the fuck out of them. Okay? I love Kentucky tonight. Wow. Love them.
Wow. I can't lie to y'all. I'm fucking around. I didn't take anything. I don't know anything about these teams. I actually agree with Bro. The spread moved. I saw from 7.5 down to 5.5. I didn't take anything in this game. I just know one thing. Mark Pope plays like 4 out, 1 in. And I could definitely see Duke having some problems with that. And like you said, they have all the veterans kind of. So I could definitely see this being more of like a spot where that they can kind of run them off the floor here. So I think you're probably right on that. It's going to be 2 big matchups for sure. I don't know. Honestly, man, I wish they were doing these games on Wednesday because I want to watch I'm definitely watching the NBA Cup tonight. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm watching the NBA Cup. But, like, I would actually like to watch these games, but I'm not going to watch any of them because I'm going to be watching NBA tonight. So it is what it is, you know. What's another point you got to make?
No other points except for I just wanted to, and it was going to be a segue. I'm also super, super excited for the NBA Cup. You want to get people playing hard? Dangle a fuck ton of money in front of their faces. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Surely. But that's how you do it, T. So, first of all, who is your favorite to win the cup? And then what is your favorite play for the folks today?
All right, I hate to give this answer. I did not have enough time to really dive into like the tables and stuff like that and look into futures for the NBA Cup just because I'm doing so much work on football and stuff. I can really only take it game by game like that. I did somewhat look at the tables though. And honestly, I would have liked OKC to win the tournament before Chet Holmgren got hurt. So that would have been my pick, either them or like Orlando. I could see being a feisty team. I still think Indiana is a problem matchup for a lot of these teams, as Indiana really runs and guns. And I just think it's something you don't want to play against. The Celtics have a lot of injuries right now, Nicholas, but I mean, I don't disagree with you, man. The Celtics should definitely be one of the favorites to win the cup. I don't know if they're going to go for the title and for the cup here, but honestly, I think Phoenix can get through. Durant's not supposed to be out that long. I think Phoenix can win tonight. They play one of the other worst teams in the league. Then they'll have 2 tougher games, but if they can get their guys back and healthy, I think Phoenix can get through. I'm sorry, Travis, but the Bucks are broken, and so they're probably gonna have to end up trading Giannis. So
yeah, they're done. They're doing that fucking Doc River trade. It just made no sense. Doing all of that made no sense.
I mean, dude, Doc Rivers isn't even a good coach. If you look, Doc Rivers has had the most talent of any NBA coach ever, and all he does is like blow playoff leads. So,
fact.
Doc Rivers is certified not him.
Facts.
But yeah, so I don't know who's gonna win the cup. Who do you like to win the cup?
So I was also on Oklahoma City before Chet. I was literally going to place a future on it before Chet Holmgren got hurt. And obviously that changes the whole dynamics of that team. It made him so difficult to guard, being so versatile, having a 7-footer that can basically play point guard. But here's what I have to say. I like the Cavs at plus 1,000.
We all knew that was coming.
I like the Cavs at plus 1,000. Dude, you just can't argue against an undefeated team. But the sleeper team is Golden State. I could totally see Golden State making a run with that young core that they have in Kuminga, and then they have still Curry.
Yeah.
They still have Dre. You can D up. Like, I think they want to keep that the Golden State narrative there, at least for one more year. The Warriors make the NBA. Steph Curry is a big part of what the NBA is. I could totally see the Warriors coming out here and running the table. They're doing very well this season, and I don't think anyone really predicted that to happen. So, Warriors, honestly, fuck it. Warriors Cavs rematch, baby.
I think Bro might be a little. Let's see. Can I see this on here? If I can see the NBA. All right, here we go. Odds to win the cup right now. It's Boston, Cleveland, New York, then Oklahoma City, and then after them, it's Minnesota, Denver, Dallas, Golden State, the Lakers.
See?
Honestly, yeah, the Suns are plus 3,000. I would take either the Suns or the Mavericks. That's going to be my picks right there. The Suns or the Mavericks to win the NBA Cup. That's who I'm going to go with. Lakers won it last year, so yeah, bro, that was ridiculous. The Lakers winning it last year. Yeah. So give me. Actually, Dallas does have injury. Fuck, even Dallas has injuries, man. It's just so tough to pick this. Like, I haven't put enough time into actually thinking who's going to win it. I just put enough time into capping the slate today and thinking about who's going to win in the short term. You know what I mean? So
it's fair. I'm sorry. I jumped you with that question. I caught you off guard.
Yeah, Cleveland seems fraudulent. Most undefeated team we've ever seen. I mean, look. I don't disagree, honestly, with Nicholas down here, but at the same time, they did dog walk the Warriors, who were like, 7-1 when they dog walked them. I mean, at the end of the day, having the record they have is pretty crazy, but they definitely have not played like the hardest schedule ever. I mean, dude, I think realistically, if you look at the Eastern Conference, Milwaukee sucks. Philadelphia has a lot of injury problems. I think Philadelphia can figure it out, but the thing is, I don't think Philadelphia is going to have home court advantage in the playoffs. Like, I think they're going to be somewhere from like a 4 seed back. So, I mean, I think Cleveland is kind of going to be like that Atlanta team who got the #1 record in the Eastern Conference when they had like Korver and all them, Jeff Teague and shit. Like, I think Cleveland is the type of team who can get to the conference finals and then the conference finals get smacked. Because, I mean, we were relying on – I mean, let's be honest, guys. No one's on the Celtics level. I mean, nobody could even take the Celtics to pass 5 games last year in the playoffs. So, think about it. Like, when you look at all the teams right now, I mean, I don't know if Milwaukee can make the playoffs, honestly. Miami's so old. Orlando doesn't have Paolo, so they're going to be playing catch-up the rest of the season. I mean, Indiana is Indiana. Like, I mean, Indiana can get up and down the floor and shit, but I don't think they can battle with a team like Cleveland in a playoff series who can match them with pace now. Like, I think it's Cleveland can easily get to the conference finals. I just don't think they have an avenue for beating Boston. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's solid, but I don't think he's better than Jason Tatum, and he's probably on like Jaylen Brown's level. Yes, the Knicks are the true wild card team. Let's see what the Knicks look like at the end of the season when they get their big men back. That's going to be the final thing, is to see the Knicks, what they can look like. The Knicks are the one other team. I think those are the three best teams right now. And we'll see what the final version of Philadelphia looks like. At the end of the day, though, Philadelphia is going to probably have to play a road series against Cleveland, or the Knicks, or the or Cleveland or the Knicks early in the playoffs. So that's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Embiid's never really been able to get a big playoff win or stay healthy, so he's got to prove it to me. But I do think with Maxey and Paul George, we'll see with Philadelphia. I'm going to say the Knicks and Philly are the wild cards, but I think those are the top 4 teams in the East, and none of the other teams even have a prayer at making it that far. And that's me as a Hawks fan saying that.
Damn.
And as a Paolo Banchero bandwagon fan, that's me saying that. So there you go.
Dude, I felt so bad when he got hurt because he was playing good, dude. It sucks that he got hurt. So
it's all right. He'll be back.
Yeah. So in terms of cut plays for today, I was able to take kind of the lead in college hoops. What do you got for the people today? Can you share?
Yeah, it's definitely not my favorite slate today, if I'm being honest with y'all, but we do have some plays regardless of that in the cup. So the first play I'm going to go with here, I'm going to go with a prop for us. We've been crushing NBA player props this season. We're going to go with Devin Booker to go over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You got no Kevin Durant in this game. I will say I don't hate Bradley Beal to go over 21.5 points as well. Booker's been playing a lot more minutes. He's shooting a high volume of shots. You're going up against one of the worst defenses in the league here in this game as well, against Utah. I think this game's going to get up and down without Walker Kessler in there. Nurkic is banged up as well. Who's to say Nurkic is even going to finish this game out? I think both teams are going to try to push pace in this game. Playing at Utah's got altitude. It's a tough spot to play. I think we're going to look for Booker to take a lot of shots in this game and try to take over this game here. So I like Devin Booker to smash his points, rebounds, and assists at 41.5 points tonight. I honestly think Devin Booker should score 30+ in this game, and I could definitely see him having a double-double. I said in my write-up today I don't hate sprinkling Booker double-double, but I'm just going to take the PRA over and call it a day.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that. I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game for sure. For sure. And Phoenix is sneaky good. I mean, you're already on them. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody's got to score. Somebody's got to score, and it's not gonna be Yusuf now.
Phoenix got to win this game too tonight. So I think I could see them not covering now at 5.5. At 3.5, I was tempted to take them, but it felt a little trappy. And Utah has historically, like over the last 4 seasons, been really good at home, especially as an underdog. So I do think at 5.5 the line's tough. I mean, Phoenix is 8-3 on the season, and they're 3-8 against the spread, which is kind of crazy, honestly. It's like Toronto is 8-2 against the spread, but they're 2-8 straight up.
Yeah, that is wild. They're playing to the spread. They're playing close. They're not that blowout. They're not the White Sox.
Yep.
I actually have a play in that same game. With Kessler being out, I love it even more. I'm sure since that announcement, this line has moved. Lauri Markkanen over 29.5 PRA.
Okay.
He's due for a big game. I'll tell you, he's only 1-4 in his last 5 to this number, but he's had historically good games against the Suns, and they need him tonight. He's their scoring. He's their option with Yusuf hurt, Kessler hurt. He's the option down low. He's got to make something happen.
Yeah.
And AI projection has it at 34.3.
Okay, so this is the AI projection play. I actually do think that's a pretty good play. 1, because Kessler's out, and 2, because without, like, Markkanen's had a weird season. He started out the season hurt and whatnot. Markkanen's actually, like, one, in my opinion, I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. So he started out the season kind of weird. So I think now is a good time to buy him, especially when he's going to see a ton of volume in this game.
Hell yeah. Yes, I love that. T, one more play for the people, and then I got to bounce. What do you got?
Yeah, well, my one more play here, I'm going to go Let's go with a side here. This is my favorite side. I did take a bad number on this one at 7.5. It's at 8.5 now. I still absolutely love this play here. I'm going to take the Hornets plus 8.5 here against the Magic. I mean, if you look at the Magic, while they do have one of the best defenses in the entire NBA, without Banchero in there, this offense really struggles. So we talked about the math problem when we were talking about, I think you brought it up in college basketball. No, we were talking about it in the beginning. We were talking about the Cavs. Well, the math problem's in play here again. The Hornets are 4th in the league in threes made per game. The Magic are bottom 5 in the league in threes made per game. The Hornets hit almost 5 more threes than them per game. And Charlotte's really set their defense. You look at the last 3 games, they're barely letting teams like the Celtics couldn't even break 115 against them. So that's really the last 4 games. They've been locked down on the defensive end of the floor here. I think they can stifle Orlando's offense and really muddy this game up. And I think they're going to hit the 3-point ball and they can push pace when they need to. I mean, they held the Pacers to 88 points the other night. The Pacers hadn't been held below that. I don't even remember if they were last year, but I believe it was their lowest point output in like 50-something games. So it was an insane number that they held them to. I think this Hornets team is trending in the right direction. Sure, they don't have Miles Bridges, but LaMelo and Brandon Miller just have more room to eat without Miles Bridges in there. Brandon Miller's been going off with multiple 20-point games here. I think the Hornets can win this game outright. I think the line should be like 4.7. So I'll gladly grab the points here with the value here and take the Hornets. I know it's a gross play, but I really love this spot for them tonight.
No, I agree. I actually like it too. I like the Hornets are very athletic. They're very fun to watch. They get up and down the court. And I think defense is coming back in the NBA. There are some teams that are actually playing legitimate defense. Yeah. And I think it's going to be the teams that are willing to play the defense. You're going to see some continued success from them. I can truly see that. I don't hate the Hornets. I think they can win straight up, honestly.
No, I'm with you on that. Wait, did you have another play you're going to give out, or real quick? I wanted to talk about the two TNT games real quick, the Knicks game and the Golden State game, and then we can get
Knicks game and the Golden State game.
Yeah, so the Knicks are -3 here against Philadelphia. They open as the underdog and went all the way out to -3. I don't know. I think it's moved a little bit too much, to be honest with y'all. I thought about the over in this game at 212.5. Philadelphia's offense has been really bad, and throwing Embiid in there might make it even more clunky. So that's the one reason why I'm going to stay away from it. But I actually think Embiid might eat them alive. I mean, Embiid's such a question mark, dude. Like, how healthy is this guy going to be? What's he going to look like? I'm not going to touch it for that reason. But I honestly, dude, Karl Anthony Towns and Jericho Sims are going to be matched upon Embiid. Like, come on. Embiid is a step healthy. He should come out here and drop 40 points in this game, and it's playoff revenge here. I do lean. I'm just going to say this. If Embiid's not healthy, they're going to get blown out here. But if Embiid, in this line should be like 5.5. But if Embiid's healthy here, I think Philly can win the game, and I think Embiid can score 40 points. What do you think?
I agree. I was looking at it, and I ultimately just had to stay off of it because I don't know what you're going to get from Joel Embiid. But Karl Anthony Towns is soft, man. He is soft. He does not do good with physical players down low. He always gets whining and crying to the officials, and he stops worrying about playing basketball. I could definitely see that happening. Now, the mismatch may be up top with Brunson and Maxey. I think...
Well, Maxey's hurt. Remember, he pulled his hamstring.
I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Okay, so listen. That's why you got to listen to TP3 on all NBA advice. But I think Philadelphia can definitely hang with the Knicks. And I, again, wouldn't be surprised, like you said, if Embiid's healthy, they could win. They could win. They have star power everywhere. Now their stars are healthy. You got George. You got Embiid. You got all these guys. Hey, I could see it. What was the other game?
The other game is the Warriors versus the Mavs. The spread on this game is Warriors -3. The total's at 234.5. You got anything you lean in this game?
Dude, I like the Warriors. I'm sorry. I do. I like the Warriors. Knowing what I know, in terms of Dallas with Luka and Kyrie, they're very dynamic. Daniel Gafford down low has been awesome, but something just tells me this Warriors team is not done quite yet. They have one more push in them. And I already gave my prediction. I think that they could compete for the cup. So part of that's probably going to be involving a win today, right? So I think the Warriors can win, and I think they'll cover. But Pete, you're the NBA guy. You tell me.
Yeah, this game is really tough for me. I think Dallas is the better team, if I'm being honest with you. I think Golden State's home court probably is worth around 2 to 3 points of value. So it's kind of saying these are like even teams. If not, Golden State's a little bit better. I don't agree with that, but we don't have Lively and it looks like PJ Washington's going to be out as well in this game. I don't love that they're going to be down a couple bodies. I think Luka might be able to go crazy in this game. I don't know who on Golden State's going to check him. It is Klay Thompson's home revenge game, and that's the biggest factor here for me. I don't know if Klay Thompson absolutely wants to lay the smack down to them or the Warriors want to do it to them. It's going to be a sick game. I'm not having any money on it, but I'm still going to be watching this game for sure tonight. I could only play Dallas in this game, but I don't know. It's kind of a stay away for me, man. I think Golden State's being overpriced in this game, but taking 3 points, you're basically just picking somebody to win the game. So I think that is a tough part of the spot here. And then also the other part that I don't necessarily love in the game with that is, like I said, are they going to be super motivated to just kind of give the smack down here to Dallas or Klay Thompson or what? I don't know. I'm going to let this one play out, and honestly, I'll look to play whoever loses this game the next time these teams play because they're going to want to really give it to them.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I'm off the game. I'm not on the game. I don't have any play in this game, but I think it'll be highly competitive. I'll say that. I wonder if it's going to be like a brotherly love type of deal with Klay and the Golden State thing, or if it's going to be like, yo, fuck you guys. I'm about ready to come out. You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting. I like that dynamic. Fuck.
Well, I will say this. I lean a little on Dallas in the first half, too. When they lost to Phoenix on Friday, Jason Kidd came out and blasted them for how bad they played in the first half. Then I believe in their next game that they really laid the smackdown. Who were they playing in their last game? I can't remember off the top of my head, but they really laid the smackdown to them in the first half, I'm pretty sure. Let me pull this up real quick on the Mavs schedule. I don't want to speak wrong, but I know for a fact they did when I was capped it earlier in depth. Oh, yeah, it was Denver. So they ended up losing the game by 2. Incredible game, honestly, by the way, which I'm pissed it was on Sunday because I barely got to watch it. But let's see, where's the breakdown quarter by quarter? Let's see here. I believe they were leading at the break. Yes, Dallas was up at halftime 63-60. So they did come out stronger in the second half, but they still ended up losing the game. So
I like that. So come out hot because your coach said you got to. Speaking of first half, I like Celtics first half -9 against your Hawks. I'm sorry, but I think they're going to come out early, put the foot
messed
down.
up.
I know. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't blame you.
Yeah, I like that play a lot. I'm very excited for hoops. But I'll leave this as a segue as my food is literally about to be here.
Okay.
You saw this with college football. You're seeing it now with college basketball, guys. The landscape has changed. The transfer portal has made all of these teams so much more even. Now, when you have heavy favorites against dog shit teams, don't be afraid to lay the wood. Don't be afraid to lay the points. But when you have kind of these up in the air lines and spreads like these 7.5s, 8s, and 9s right now, those are the ones where you really got to look at it and say, hey, the dogs could be active. The dogs could be live. And I've seen a ton of dogs winning straight up. I'm going to give you guys a secret. North Florida. Dude, they beat Georgia Tech at Georgia Tech. They beat South Carolina at South Carolina. They play Georgia tonight. I cannot tell you if I have a play in it or not. But I'll tell you this. If they play with Georgia, I'm riding North Florida all year. I think that team is solid as fuck. They got some transfers in. I don't know how to say this the best way, but they're just street ballers. They're offensive street ballers that are just running up and down the court, dunking on Dude, it's the most entertaining basketball watching. I had it on meth streams watching them cook. I'm like, holy shit, man. Let's go. So, guys, that might be a diamond in a rough team that you might want to tail.
Yeah, no, that's honestly not a bad call right there. Hornets money line, I don't hate it. I wouldn't get too aggressive with it, but I mean, if you want to sprinkle the money line, I definitely don't hate the money line look at all.
Peter, I like it.
Yeah, it's not a bad look at all to sprinkle. I feel like the Hornets are either going to win this game outright or get completely smacked, but I'll still take the points just in case anything happens at the end. But all right, guys, that's all we got for today's show. As always, we appreciate everyone tuning in. If you all want to get all our plays today, I do have 2 more plays in the NBA Cup today over on my SoBet, including my favorite play of the entire day. We're not on Villanova. I've not touched any college basketball yet. Bro's been betting on college basketball, but look, that's why you got to get on SoBet. You get both our plays, everyone else on there. I give the expertise in the NBA. Everyone else is giving the expertise in college basketball, guys, and you can get all those plays over there every single day. But as always, man, we appreciate all y'all who's coming here and tune in with us, Bro. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, love you guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Happy to be back. Hey, and stay tuned. TP3 and I and one other really big name capper are potentially working on a community, a little Discord community where we can talk about games and just bullshit and break things down. And guess what? The cost to join that Discord is going to be $0. It's going to be $0 to start, guys. We want to get a community started and just be able to bullshit about sports and get you guys in a position where you can be more knowledgeable. So that's coming down the pipe as well. Keep your eyes open for it. T, I'm glad you had a great weekend and safe travels. I'm hopeful. I can't wait to do the show tomorrow, Thursday night, or hump day, and be able to break down the slate for you. Now, safe travels to Nashville. Make sure you guys take some shots from me at the Barstool because I know you're going to fucking lock that place down. And have a great evening. Have a great evening, all.
Hey, appreciate you guys once again for coming in the show. Hey, appreciate you, Thomas. I hope we crushed it for y'all today. Andrew, we do like Kentucky today, but as always, we appreciate y'all for joining up with us, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Everyone have a good night, and let's win some fucking money, baby.